everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. And welcome to the Makers with Heart celebration hop. We're celebrating Crafting with Amanda's 1,000 subscriptions. Amanda is also doing a giveaway, so be sure to comment on all of the videos in the hop, and then at the end of May, Amanda will have a giveaway. Okay, so one of the things that Amanda has chosen is that our projects be in all different hues of blue, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to use the Slimline Alphabet and Numbers Thin Cut collection along with Fresh Paint stamps. This is from Fresh Paint Scrapbooking, and Sapphire cardstock, White Daisy cardstock, and a couple of other items, and I'll mention those as we get to them. So I'm going to make a slimline card. So I'm going to cut my sapphire cardstock at a slimline base size, which is 8.5 by 3.5. And then I'm going to cut my White Daisy down to 3.25 by 8.25, so that I can have a border of sapphire around this White Daisy. Okay. Then I'm going to flip over my Versamat for stamping and bring in some scratch paper, and I'm going to use Carolina ink and Bluebird ink. And I've mounted a couple of these stars from the Fresh Paint collection onto blocks, and I'm going to do the rock and roll technique. So I'm inking up my stamp with Carolina, which is the lighter color, and then I'm kind of rocking the base of the star image in Bluebird ink so that I have kind of an ombre look. And then when you're doing this, you need to clean off your block in between stamping so that you don't get darker ink into your lighter ink colors. And then just go with your lighter ink and then rock your darker ink on the bottom portion of the stamp, and then place your stamp down. So I'm gonna just scatter a bunch of these stars around on my White Daisy. And then I'm going to do the same technique with a smaller star. So again, you go in the lighter color first, and then you do the detailed and ombre portion in the darker ink. Just kind of roll the bottom portion of your stamp in that darker ink pad and then stamp down. So I'm just going to scatter a whole bunch of stars around. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to flip my Versamat back over, and I'm going to bring in my all-purpose mat, and I'm going to use this ocean color of gloss spray, and I'm taking the spritzer tool out of the bottle, and then I'm just tapping so that I can get splatters of this gloss spray all around my card front. So make sure you use a splat mat or an all-purpose mat when you're doing this technique, because once this gloss spray dries, it's pretty permanent. So you want to be able to clean up quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to start assembling my cards. So I've got a slimline card base, and then I'll just put down my sapphire cardstock with Tombow tape runner. This is the Air Touch tape runner. And then I'll place my stamped White Daisy piece on top of that. And then we have our card base. And then off screen, I have die cut all of these letters. Okay, so I've cut them in Carolina and Bluebird and sapphire glitter paper. Okay, so I've got a close-up shot here. So I've stacked them, and I've kind of staggered them so that you can see all three colors. So I've glued them all together and staggered them on each layer. Okay, so you've got a lot of dimension and interest in each of these letters. So of course my words spell woohoo, so we're celebrating, right? So now I'm going to center my sentiment on the front of my card. I'm using the dimensions on my Versamat to figure out where the center is, and then just working my way out. And then I'll glue each of these letters down to my card front. get them all spread out. Looking okay. And I'll do most of this off camera, but we'll put the first one down, just gluing it down. And I'm using wet glue so that I have a couple seconds to kind of shift my letters around to make sure that they're straight. And then off camera, I've added some of these bluebell sequins. And I've scattered a bunch of those around my card front as well for some extra bling and shine. And there's my finished card. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And don't forget to leave a comment on this video and all of the videos in the hop, and then you'll be entered into Amanda's drawing at the end of May. I appreciate you watching my video. I'll make a list of all supplies with links in the description below. Thanks for watching.